Our next task, task 3, is to add another tag, and this is a very important tag. It's called the form tag. When we use a form tag, then the data that is between the form and the end form can be sent to a server. Forms will be fundamental in what we try to do within our application. The form tag defines a HTML form that can encompass interactive controls and enables users to submit information to the server. So we are sitting on our machine, our client machine, but we want the data to go from our browser to a server and maybe give us back some information. And we can do that using the data which is inside a form. An HTML form can be used to gather user information such as the vehicle registration, the engine CC or capacity, the vehicle color, etc. So such information will be captured using a variety of form controls. For example, an input, which could be of type text, or it could be a number, which we're going to look at, or it could be a select where we will pick from a list, or it could be a button which will submit the data. So once again, let's make sure that we have our vehicle quote form open, and we're going to put in now a new tag, which is a form tag. So we're going to have a form and an end form. So the HTML form tag is used to create a form, and a form will hold other controls. Yeah. The HTML form can be used to manage where and how the values or details from the form controls will be sent. So the form tag is a way in which we manage the other controls within the form tag. When we want to submit the details somewhere, there's two different ways in which we can do that. We can use a thing called a method equals post. So this corresponds to a HTTP post method, and this will send data to the backend server. But we can also use a get. So a method equals get. With a method equals get, when the information is being sent to the back end, to the server, in the address bar in the browser, we would see a question mark, and then it would have our tag names. For example, it might be name equals Jerry Byrne, and then it might have some other things after it. So there'll be a question mark, which is used to separate out our values. So the two that we have are a post method or a get method. In the images, we can see that the action is just empty. So in the first image, you can see form action equals, and then it's just double quotes with nothing between that. So what we're really saying is that we're not sending the data anywhere. We're just keeping it here on this local page, and we can use either a get or a post. At a later stage, we will want to change the action so that it goes to a server. But for now, we will be using action equals just on this page. HTTP post requests send data to the browser, the client to the server with a message body, so that the form data appears within the message body of the HTTP request. In other words, you do not really see what is being sent to the back end. Whereas when we use a HTTP GET request to send it from the client to the server, within the URL or the address bar at the top, we will be able to see the data. So as we have said, HTML forms can use either post or a GET, and the action will be where do we want to send it to. For now, that will be just single quotes. So what we'll do is we will now amend our code so that our method is a get. So we just go back into our form tag, put in a space and do method equals. And again, you can see it coming up, and that's why we said at the start, it's all about using an editor which helps us. So we're going to put in get. Now that will not really do anything yet because we need a button to be able to submit the data.